Hello everyone, it's Jordan Davis from Jordan Davis Adventure. We are at the Jefferson Davis property. This property sits on 52 acres and actually sits on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. The mansion, library, pavilion, the cistern, rose garden were all restored in 1989 to where the Davis family actually lived.
Help out like you should. It's a burden that you never really understood. But Caroline, I'm doing fine. It's the others who are dying. Light a candle or curse the dark, it's all the same to me. Start a fire, drown the spark, and shake away the heat. Tell the truth or live a lie. Just don't close your eyes and you're breaking, but you're faking. Nothing's ever wrong. And concealing what you're feeling, always standing strong. But you don't need to act like you don't bleed when you come falling down. 'Cause there's no healing when you're not feeling anything at all. The dark, it's all the same to me.
created. They had no torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
The barrel of gunpowder.
That's awesome.
They would stab into a ship
Mm-hmm.
to take out a ship. But they only had one.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
could only work for one takeout.
Okay. Thank you. So I hope that he won't mind us actually filming and telling his story and the story of his family. Mr. Davis, I hope you'll go with us and we have the best for you and your life story and your family story. Please go. Hey y'all, we are back. It's probably going to be part 2 starting up. I'm not really for sure, depending on how much time we have to make. How much time is in the first video, we're not really for sure. It might just go straight through. But we're going to be entering the Confederate cemetery here in a few minutes. And I want to remind anybody that if you go to a cemetery, please be very respectful of the people there, because there's actually people buried in this cemetery. It's around 800 or so of people there. And Samuel Davis, which is Jefferson Davis's dad, is actually buried there. And we're going to try to look for that grave today. We are at the Confederate Cemetery. And let's remember, let's be very respectful going into this, because there's a lot of death in this. And I don't want to just, interrupt any peaceful resting or, wake the dead, I guess you kind of say. It does have the unknown soldier back there, but on the sidewalk right here is all the people's names that are actually buried here, and a lot of them have actually fought in the Civil War. This is the tomb of the unknown soldier. However, I tried to do research on it and find more info on it, but there actually isn't much info on the unknown soldier. All I know is that he fought in the Civil War. That's basically all it said. It did not call his name. It just said the unknown soldier fought in the Civil War. He somehow made history but it didn't say what. But this is where he is laid. is Jefferson Davis's father, Samuel Davis. He's laid to rest here. There's a little damage to his thing, but that could have came from Katrina or just timely thing. But it does not state any information on how he died. I'm assuming he died of natural causes. But it's a very interesting place to visit, and he was part of history. We're gonna have us a little fun while we're out here. And I downloaded a Spirit Box app on my phone, and I want to see what was gonna happen. You know, I kind of believe in the paranormal. So let's turn it on and see what happens and ask a few questions. If anybody's out here, please come forward and speak to us. Tell us your name. If anybody wants to talk, step forward. We can hear you through this device. Will? Is it Will? Repeat your name. We would love to talk to you. Come and manifest yourself in front of this thing and talk to it where we can hear you. Sounds like somebody's trying to come through, but maybe they don't have enough energy to do it. What is your name? Did you know Jefferson Davis? You have to speak clearly. Something was said and I can't understand what it was. Did you know Jefferson Davis? Did you ever meet Jefferson Davis? Yes. Did you ever meet his wife? No. You hear it? What is your name? What is your name? Speak clearly so I can hear you. George? Didn't it sound like George? Well, did you know Winnie? Did you know Winnie? No. I want to say thank you for speaking with us, and hopefully we'll see you next time, and please don't follow us. As you can tell, this is the original library. You can see where they used to climb up in ladders and to get folks walking along this trellis thing right here. And it's kind of interesting that it's a very small library. But of course, back in those days, books they weren't easy to get, so that's why. This property was home to over 2,000 Dakota soldiers and family, and around about 800 of them are actually buried on property, which is only a fraction of the lives that were lost in the whole Civil War. Winnie, Jefferson Davis's daughter, she passed on property in 1898 where she lived to the day she died. She's actually still buried on property. However, we really couldn't find it because there's so many people, so many graves on property, so we couldn't really find it, but she's somewhere on the property. And it's located in Biloxi, Mississippi, and it's also voted the most haunted in the state. In 2014, the Jefferson Davis home was open to paranormal investigators, and a lot of the investigators have found rocking chairs moving on their own, tablecloths moving on their own, and have actually been touched by something that was unseen. And a lot of the tourists were complaining about they couldn't record or actually take pictures on property. However, that happened to me the last time I was here. I recorded, my husband recorded, and nothing came out. It was like we didn't record anything. But when the tourists actually got their pictures taken, there were certain things in the background, such as spirits in the windows, weird objects, or weird things in the background of the pictures. And when you think about Civil War, you often think about Gettysburg or Shiloh. But it was way bigger than that and way gorier. The Union and Confederates fought for more than 10,000 battles across the nation. Well, mostly across the nation, let me correct that. And it went from small conflicts all the way up to huge battles. It ranged from Vermont all the way down to Arizona. So many soldiers lost their lives, and only a fraction of them were actually, resting here on the property. In Katrina, in 2005, when Hurricane Katrina came through, it not only devastated the Gulf Coast, it also devastated the Jefferson Davis property. A lot of the Jefferson Davis property had to be restored because Katrina ripped off most of the roof. It ripped off the front steps, as you can tell by the thing. It has new front steps. It did a lot of massive damage to trees, shredding some of the older oak trees. The siding, a lot of the porch was missing. It took a while for the staff and workers to actually be able to reopen it. However, we need to be thankful for them restoring our history and bringing it to be a part of our lives.